Okay, so sorry if the footage in the background is laggy. My computer is a really slow piece of crap, and if I sound really weird, it's because I'm just now healing from like a really, really messed up cold. So I'll just get on to showing the kin types first. There's three OC kin types that I'll be showcasing in this video. And the first one is named Downside. Now, Downside is the closest to resembling myself as noted by the gender and pronouns of the OC. They actually have multiple forms, which is why they're listed as a shapeshifter, but I'm only showing the original form that they were born as, which is a Night Ice Sea-Wing Tribrid. While I am in downside shifts, usually the most common form taken is that of a Nightwing or a Hivewing, but I'm just now showing the original one. Now, Downside is the main character of a Wings of Fire AU called Biomechanical, which I'm still developing and haven't actually put on any sort of like fanfic website. I'm not exactly sure if I'll ever do that or if I'll just like keep the story written as like a Google document that I'll just convert to a PDF and then maybe link to a video talking about like the first volume being finished or something like that. Another thing I should mention about Downside is that Z hatched under three new moons, uh, and that sort of is the reason why Z has these like strange abilities that I'll write down in like a character sheet at some point. You probably when I actually finish writing Biomechanical, and the I I'll go on to talk about the next OC, which will be Jackal. Now, Jackal, and I'm sorry for not putting the text up on like the other side of the image. I didn't realize it would actually end up being that small, so yeah, sorry about that. But so Jackal is the one that is most likely to be turned into like if I were to make masks of these OCs, Jackal would probably come first because I really like his design and shifts involving him are becoming more common. Um One thing I'll just like to point out about his design is how he's supposed to have like a snow leopard pattern down from like head to tail, and those markings on him aren't actually like real chains. Those are just tattoos he got from a pact he made with the next OC I'll talk about flip side, but right now I'm going to be talking about Jackal. I don't want to get too far off track because like ADHD, I guess. I honestly don't know what's going on with me. But so Jackal is another character in this AU biomechanical. All three of them are. He is a partner of Downside, um, but he's very close to specifically um, Arctic, who in this universe uses Downside's body as like a vessel. It's like some weird spiritual shit going on. The whole story itself is just like a metaphor for like fictionkins and stuff. That's mainly why I wrote it. And so Jackal, he was given this power by Flipside to like also form pacts with people. It's kind of like the way warlocks work in like D&D, which funny enough I actually am thinking of turning Jackal into like a D&D character of mine where he is a warlock. Um and I I yeah, I'll just I won't talk too much about these characters because I will write character sheets for them once biomechanical is finished. So I'll just move on to the next one, Flipside. Now, Flipside was originally created as a one-off like joke villain that wasn't actually supposed to become like a main character. I don't even like, let alone I don't even think like a freaking kin type. I don't when I first created Flipside, I didn't feel a sort of connection that way, but then like over time, I guess he just grew on me. And this chaotic little shit of a demigod just goes around, like fucking mortals over because I mean he can, and his mother, this like Nightwing goddess named Avalanche, constantly reminds him not to mess around with mortals and like gain attachments to them, but he's just like, no, fuck that, I'm gonna do my own thing. And so he created pacts with Jackal as well as a Sandwing princess named Fennec. Um, and so Oh, and also has a history with Scarlet, who is also using Downside's body as like a vessel because that weird spiritual stuff. Uh, but that's like an entirely different story. It's basically like the main plot line of the first arc of Biomechanical. So when I finish that, you'll get to read it. I mean, if you want to. So yeah. Um, it's pretty clear to see where my hyperfixations were at when creating this man. Uh, it's, and so I'm sorry if my voice keeps cutting off. I don't script these. It's just me rambling on into a microphone. So, flip side, Flipside's like a complicated character, like that to say the least. He is a pretty like lonely demigod who tries to like mask that loneliness with uh you know, this sort of upbeat personality. And if I'm really tempted to actually make gear of this dragon. He is a shapeshifter as well, but I think it will just be like the Skywing form because like that's like the most common form that he takes in the story and also that I take during shifts. Um, I'll probably make a video showcasing the photos I have of like my Wings of Fire coloring book that I use to like color in and for like these character designs as well, but I'm just showing like the base fills that I did in like MS Paint. Um and so one thing I forgot to mention at first is how all three of these characters are anthropomorphic. I just couldn't find like bipedal bases. I couldn't find anthro dragon bases, so I just used the ones that were on all four legs. They do like behave like humans and like wear human clothes, which I'll just put on the screen right now. Yeah, I don't know. I guess it's like in case anyone is curious enough to like want to like, I don't know, draw them or whatever. I've never done any commissions of these characters before, frankly, because I come from a household that's always trying to stay on the lookout of how we spend money, I guess, how much we spend on certain things. But yeah, just wanted to mention that. But the second thing I'd like to talk about in this video is um, so my brother recently started his own channel, and I was actually supposed to do some videos with him recently, but my game kept like refusing to load properly. So I'll just give like a shout out to his channel in this video. Uh, the picture of it is right here, as you can see. It's like it's a play on 007, it's 009, and then the handle is Cash Makes Vids. He doesn't have a lot at the moment. I'm like his only subscriber right now, but if you could just like, I don't know, check out his channel if you want, you can. I'll be posting some videos at some point of like the two of us gaming together, and he'll probably do the same on like his channel. So I just wanted to talk about that in this video.